students, let's talk about contacts and contours today. As usual, I'm going to try to keep this short and just provide high yield information. Most of my information will be in the form of mnemonics as well as pictures, so please pay close attention to that. Now let's talk about the contact areas. Contact area, what does that mean? That is basically the area of contact between two adjacent teeth. Now, when I was trying to memorize this, I remember reading about a mnemonic. I just jacked Michael Jackson's moped. So each letter of each word corresponds to the contact area for the mesial as well as the distal aspect. So for the incisors, maxillary central incisor, mesial aspect, the contact area is in the incisal third. For the distal aspect, it is at the junction of the incisal as well as middle third. For both the lateral as well as the canines, in the mesial aspect, the contact areas are in the junction of the incisal and middle third. The distal aspect, for both the laterals and the canines, the contact area is in the middle third. For the posterior teeth in the maxillary region, all of the contact areas, both mesial as well as distal, are in the middle third. This picture will be very helpful in trying to remember this. Take a minute and look at this picture. Now let's talk about the mandibular anterior teeth. So for the central incisors as well as the lateral incisors, the mesial and the distal aspect, the contact areas are in the incisal third. Now for the canine, the mesial aspect, the contact area is in the junction of the middle as well as the incisal third, whereas on the distal aspect, it is in the middle third. This picture was very helpful when I was trying to remember this. Again, for all posterior teeth, both maxillary as well as mandibular, the contact area are in the middle third. Now let's talk about the height of contour. Height of contour is, in any teeth, is the maximum convexity that gives protection to the supporting structure while mastication. Now, this is a very important definition for you to remember. Now, let's talk about the facial height of contour. For all teeth, on the facial aspect, the height of contour is in the cervical third. There is only one exception, and that is the mandibular molars. In the mandibular molars, the height of contour on the facial aspect is at the junction of cervical and middle third. Now, this is an exception. This can happen. That does not mean that it always does. In most of the mandibular molars, it's in the cervical third. Now, let's talk about the lingual height of contour. In the anterior teeth, in the lingual aspect, the height of contour is in the cervical third, whereas in the posterior teeth, the height of contour is in the middle third. There's only one exception to this rule, and that is in the mandibular second premolar. Here on the lingual aspect of the mandibular second premolar, the height of contour is in the occlusal third. Please take a look at this picture. This will be very helpful for you. Again, please take a look at all the pictures that I have put in this slide. They were very helpful in trying to make me remember all this information. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful. You have a nice day. I'll meet you in the next one.